I want to do a video on anxiety symptoms really fast because I've been getting a whole lot of questions and a lot of inquiries and like just wondering if you really have anxiety, explaining to me the symptoms that you're having, stuff like that, being like, is this really anxiety? Can it be cured? Can I overcome it? Can it be conquered? You know, stuff like that. And so I kind of want to go over this really quick because it just seems like an issue, I guess, with a lot of people where people don't really believe that they have anxiety. They believe that it's something else, which I went through that too, which I went through a lot of that where I was like, this ain't anxiety, you know, it isn't, you know, it's different this time, you know. And so I wanted to just go ahead and go over this really fast. Anxiety has a lot of symptoms, and it can come in so many forms, in so many ways, and it can do a lot of crazy things to you. And how do I explain this? I've had people explain to me that they've had symptoms dealing with, like, okay, I'm going to explain me because I always do myself. So I've had where literally half my body goes completely numb like that, as if somebody took a pencil or something and went like this down the middle of my body, and like the whole left side went 100% numb. Numb. Not tingly, not no, oh, pins and needles. My entire left side went numb instantly. That happened to me on 3 different occasions. Of course, I went to the hospital every single time, but it always ended up being just anxiety. What they always tell you, right? It's just anxiety. So that happened to me. I went blind, completely, suddenly blind. I'm not talking about fuzzy eyesight. I'm not talking about the little where you start, like, you see things in your eyesight. I mean, I've had all that too. I've even had the auras or whatever that happen in your eyes, the halos, all that stuff, but which is also anxiety. But this time, this happened to me 3 times as well, where I went completely and totally blind, where it was as if somebody had taken a really dark gray curtain and just put it over my eyes, like on the inside. I don't know how to explain it, but I went completely, totally blind 3 different times. Yeah. And again, it was anxiety. I've had where the twitches, I've had the muscle spasms that last for like a whole month straight, wake up with it, go to sleep with it. I've had so many things. I used to have these things called, I would call them head zaps because oh my gosh, it was so crazy. Like I would get, like, it was almost as if there was like a bolt of lightning or electricity going into my head, you know. And then I even had where like where my fingers, this is weird, but where I had like this, like every time I would touch my head, like right here, and it felt as if there was electricity coming from my fingertips into my head, and it was so weird. And then you have like the hypersensitivity to everything, so like I would even get to where I couldn't even have my clothes on my body because it would feel weird. I don't know how to explain it. So, but all of these things that I'm explaining to you are all anxiety. And so, and everybody has their own different things. I used to feel like ice cold, like ice shards were running through my blood, like all of a sudden through like half of my leg, you know, or I would feel like this burning sensation, like going through my chest or in my stomach or in my leg or wherever, even on my face, you know, whatever, my arm, the ice cold, like ice, or the burning sensation with like fire going through there. I've had so many crazy symptoms, and it all ends up being anxiety. So, and every single bit of it stems from the same place. No matter what symptoms you're having, it stems from the same place. So yes, you can cure yourself. Yes, you can overcome it, and you will. And things can work. You don't have to put yourself into the like in the category of, well, I can't be helped, or I'm not going to be able, I have to take medication and I have to go to this specialist, you know, for this or that. There's all anxiety stems from the exact same place. So you can fix it. You sure can. And what else? I've had when you stiffen up, you know, when you can't bend your arms or your fingers, or you feel like various parts of you go numb. You feel, my tongue used to go numb a lot. That used to freak me out. I used to hate that. I remember sometimes I'd be eating and then my tongue would go numb, and I would be like, oh my gosh, I'm allergic to whatever I was eating. You know, I start going into the racing thoughts thing. You know, there's just so many things. People have a lot of where they feel like there's a headband, like they're wearing a headband around their head, you know, that kind of feeling, and that's also anxiety. There's just so much that we could say, that I could say, that if you tell me, most of you who tell me some of those crazy symptoms, believe me, it's your anxiety. And yeah, and it can't be fixed, but it really is anxiety. So just know that, like the breathing issues, it really is anxiety. The heart palpitations, it really is anxiety. The pain, I used to get like these sharp, crazy pains like in my ribs, anxiety. Stuff like that. So I just wanted to share that with you guys, and basically let you guys know that it is anxiety, and it can go away, and it can be fixed, and it can be conquered. So anyway, I'll talk to you guys later. Remember, you're not alone, and I love you guys. I'll talk to you guys later.